谢谢主持人。总理您好，人民日报社记者提问：最近一轮房地产调控、市场调控，大家都非常关注，中央的决心很大，力度也很大，一些城市的房价已经开始回落。请问总理，住房价格回落到什么程度才算是达到了调控目标？另外，面对经济增速放缓和地方财政压力，楼市调控会不会半途而废？谢谢。
With People's Daily, people have paid much attention to the recent round of housing market regulation. We have seen a strong resolve and tough measures taken by the central authorities. Home prices in some Chinese cities have started to level off. I would like to ask, how much does the home price need to drop for it to be considered as meeting the regulation target? And with the economic slowdown and pressure of local finances, will this round of regulation measures be abandoned halfway?
我最近出于一种责任感，把从03年开始的房地产调控认真地回顾了一下。其实我们在03年已经提出了6条调控措施，05年又制定了国8条，06年又制定了国6条。但是为什么调控不见成效？群众也在责怪我们，说房价越调越高，政策不出中南海。我听到了，感到十分痛心。我觉得房地产市场关系到财政、金融、土地企业等各项政策，涉及到中央和地方的利益关系，特别是地方从土地收让中获取大量的收入，涉及到金融企业和房地产企业的利益，改革的阻力相当之大。为什么这2年房地产调控在艰难中看到一点曙光？有所进展。首先是我们调控的决心坚定而不动摇。其次，我们抓住了一个抑制投机和投资性需求的要害问题，采取了有针对性的政策措施。对于 房地产市场，我有个基本看法，那就是中国有13亿多人口，又处在工业化和城镇化阶段，对住房的需求是刚性的，而且将会是持续的。当然，我们说住有其居，并不意味着住则有其屋。从方向上看，应该鼓励更多的人租房。关于房地产市场发展，我有几个观点。第一，要保持房地产长期平稳和健康发展。如果盲目发展，出现经济泡沫，一旦破灭，不仅影响房地产市场，而且会拖累整个经济。第二，什么叫房价合理回归？我以为合理的房价应该是使房价与居民的收入相适应。房价与投入和合理的利润相匹配。现在我可以明确地告诉大家，房价还远远没有回到合理价位。因此，调控不能放松。如果放松，将前功尽弃，而且会造成房地产市场的混乱。不利于房地产的长期健康和稳定发展。第三，房地产的发展毫无疑问要充分发挥市场配置资源的基础性作用。就是说，要充分利用市场这只手。但是，政府这只手也不可以缺少，因为它更具有稳定性和促进公平。谢谢。
We have started to take regulatory measures for China's housing market from 2003. And recently, I have fully reviewed all these measures we have taken since then. As a matter of fact, in 2003, we already released 6 measures to regulate the housing market. Council issued 8 measures, and in 2006, another 6 measures were adopted. But why haven't these measures made a difference? People complained that the more regulation measures, the higher the home prices. They complained that the housing regulation policy cannot even make its way out of Zhongnanhai. I feel deeply distressed by such complaints on the part of the people. I have recognized that the housing market concerns the fiscal, financial, and land policies of the government, as well as the interests of companies. It involves the relationship between the central and local governments. In particular, it involves the large amount of revenues of local governments from the transfer of land use rights. It also concerns the interests of financial institutions and real estate developers. Our reform on this front has encountered massive resistance. But why, in the past couple of years, have we seen a glimmer of hope amidst all the difficulties in regulating the housing market? And why have our measures in the recent couple of years paid off? Well, it is because, first, we have a very firm resolve. Second, we have been able to put our finger on the crux of this problem, that is, to curb the speculative and investment-driven demand, and we have taken focused measures to address this problem. China is a big country with 1.3 billion people at a stage of rapid industrialization and urbanization. Therefore, the Chinese people's housing demand is inelastic, and this kind of demand is here to stay. We have set the target of providing adequate housing for all people, but this does not mean that each and everyone has to own his home. We will continue to encourage people to rent homes. With respect to the development of the housing market in China, I would like to make 3 observations. First, we must ensure the long-term, steady and sound growth of the housing market. If we develop the housing market blindly and a bubble emerges in the housing sector, when the bubble gets burst, not only the housing market will be adversely affected, it will weigh on the entire Chinese economy. Second, what do we mean by bringing home prices back to a reasonable level? What we mean is that a reasonable housing price should match people's income, the construction cost, and the profits should be reasonable too. At present, the home price in China is far from coming back to a reasonable level. Therefore, we must not slacken our efforts in regulating the housing sector. Otherwise, past gains will be lost and there will be chaos in China's housing sector. That is not in the interest of promoting the long-term, steady and sound growth of the housing market in our country. And third, in developing the housing market, we must fully bring out the fundamental role of the market in allocating resources. That is to say, we will make most of the hand of the market, but at the same time, the hand of the government is indispensable too, because that can promote stability and social fairness.